Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Once again, it is time for my client Alex's Dadbod to Daddy transformation vlog. And as usual, we started the week off with a flat bench. So we do a top set, right? We do a top set, and then we go over and we do some rep work. And that's how we do it for him, right? It's how we do a lot of the Dadbod guys on these 3-day programs. We do a top set of the squat, bench, and deadlift on the different days. And then we go over into all of just our general hypertrophy work. And we do this to maintain, some strength on the big three. Because at the end of the day, I always tell guys, look, the squat, bench, and deadlift are your tests of strength. This is the most common exercises that we will be judged by on our overall strength. And again, if you're going to be hanging out with the other dads or the other daddies, they're going to ask you how much you bench. They might ask you how much you deadlift. So we do these things, right? But then everything else is just focused on body composition as efficiently as possible. Guys like him, he's really only training 3 days a week right now. Again, making it work. So what we do for him, obviously, we do the 3 sets of bench. Now we've worked in some incline bench, now that he has an incline. And then we do some standing barbell presses, right? So again, very, very straightforward training. This is a very old school approach, by the way, doing a 30, you're pressing flat, incline, and overhead press. Kind of the old school bench method. I've talked about that before. Heard Louis Simmons talk about that before. And then we do some tricep work afterwards. In his case right now, we just do simple extensions with dumbbells, laying extensions. Gets what we want. We can do it easy. We can set it up. I may rotate those with some incline extensions or other stuff later. But again, we do rotate exercises periodically, but a lot of times we just want to focus on some progressive overload. Now, this vlog is up late because he got sick. He had to take almost a week off of training, and then he picked up in the middle where we left off. Again, viruses happen. People get sick, and we make the best of it. So sometimes you have to take some downtime from training, which we did in this case for him. So again, we did triceps here. And you guys see all the numbers on the sheet. You'll see it at the end also here. Now I'm going to note he didn't read the sheet, though, this week. You guys will note when you see the sheet, he's got upright rows being done and iPad lateral raises. That's okay, though. It's okay. This happens. Happens a lot. Team Blaha does this a lot to me. Coach is used to it. So he knows I'll say something to him about it. Of course, it's going to be in the vlog, so he'll watch the vlog and be like, Coach, why'd you call me out like that? So, well, if I don't, other people will. But we did weighted pull-ups after our deadlift single. And again, he's getting respectably strong at these weighted pull-ups. Notice we do a pretty fair amount of volume here. He's not just doing 3 or 4 reps. I'm a big fan of weighted pull-ups, by the way. You guys know it's in my top exercises that I advocate. Massive, massive fan. So we do weighted pull-ups, and we do barbell rows, bent over rows. And think about it. We did 1 heavy deadlift, and then we do weighted pull-ups, barbell rows. For most guys, this is all you'll need for your back. Like if you just do these things, you will have a decent back. And I try to tell this to guys, just do these exercises with some sufficient volume, with progressive overload. You will have a back. People overcomplicate it. They want to do all this silly stuff. It's not necessary. In his case, though, it's really all we need. Sorry, I yawned on you guys. Yes, I'm going to leave that in. Coach getting tired here. Been a long day. I've still got more stuff to do. I think I got to do a client call tonight when the client gets to me. He's not seen my messages, and he wanted to call tonight. So we do the upright rows there. They're supposed to be laterals, and he does 3 sets of curls pretty much to failure with a straight bar. He has pretty good arm development, so we don't focus on them as much. He wants more chest. He always feels like, I feel like my chest needs more work, Coach. So we do obviously more stuff for that. Of course, the upper back and stuff we always do because you can really never have too big or thick of an upper back. It can never be too strong, too well developed. I don't care what your goals are, whether you're bodybuilding, powerlifting. And we talk about having the daddy look, having that thick upper back. Gives you those wide shoulders. That gives you that thick look up top. It's what we want. I always tell it to guys too, even if they still got a little bit of a dad bod, they got just a little bit of belly, you build those lats up in that upper back. You're going to end up with a little bit more V-taper. It's going to offset it, right? You're going to look sturdier. Because that's also kind of the dad bod that what women want. Dudes forget that. All right, they forget that. They're not looking at what they're attracted to. They want a guy with some beef on him. They don't want a fat dude. That's not the dad bod. They want him to look thick. They want a man who will protect them. They're okay with a little extra padding. Okay? They're not necessarily, most women don't care about that, about the six pack per se. Not saying some of them don't like it. It's definitely not a deal breaker. You know, they don't mind a little extra padding if he is cuddly and can protect them. That's what they want. So when they talk about the dad bod, you know, because again, the dad bod to daddy, you still kind of, yeah, these guys kind of want that dad bod that the women like, their wives like. Look, they want a man who looks like he can protect them. That's what they're looking for. They feel safe with him. Is he cuddly? Can he fight off bad guys? That's what they care about. That's what they want to see. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. But we do back squats here for him. Then we do good mornings. And yes, he does sets of 10 with 300 on the good morning. We got a good posterior chain there. Okay. And we do lunges. And we finish up with reverse hypers. Right. So we just kind of cover the basics here for the lower body. Keep in mind he's hit a 405 squat already as a client. All right. He's hit a 405 squat. We're slowly doing a little bit of recomp and trimming down right now though. So again, making notes on that. We're going to do some update pictures for him soon. Do some update pictures. And then we finish up with those reverse hypers, which he has one. You guys know how I feel about it. But yeah, the whole thing, guys, when we talk about dad bod to daddy, we're still looking for kind of the dad bod that women vote for. So people miss those polls when they look at it. They're thinking they just want a fat dude with the dad bod. No, that's not what they're voting is the dad bod. Okay? The dad bod doesn't necessarily have a six-pack, but he's reasonably thick. Like they look at him and go, this is a man who's beefy and can protect me. That's what they're looking at. But they're also going, he likes to eat, and I don't have to be embarrassed at eating in front of him. He's not going to be competing for mirror space. That's what they're looking for, right? They're looking for the guy who's not necessarily ripped with deep abs. Okay? Maybe a little bit of outline I have. Looks like he still enjoys a meal, you know, who they feel safe with. That's what they're looking for. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative. I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.